to pot numero uno. I'm going to be painting this pot, this light tealish, aqua, turquoise, I don't know, whatever color you want to call it, color. And here it is. For the paint, I didn't have to do many coats. I think it only took one coat because this clay pot, I guess, kind of absorbed the paint much better, or I don't know. I just only had to do one coat and it was perfect. And so anyway, for my design, I'm drawing out my design, which is going to be a sunflower. I wanted to do something that was related to plants and related to summer, and kind of had, you know, a lot of kind of colorful colors going on, and, you know, just it was colorful enough to make someone happy. So yeah, I decided to draw a sunflower, and I also drew a butterfly because otherwise the pot would be way too plain and I would definitely hate that. So moving on to painting, we're going to be painting the petals yellow, of course, and yeah. So I painted 4 of the petals a normal yellow color, and then for the other ones I added a bit of brown, only a very, very tiny amount for the other petals because they were kind of hidden behind and I wanted to have sort of like a shadowy effect, I don't know. And so I painted them a kind of darker yellow, and then the middle, or the seed part of the sunflower, was of course brown. Moving on to the butterfly, I wanted to do a gradient kind of mixed blending sort of thing, and whenever someone says butterfly, I usually imagine them a pink color. I don't know why, I just do. And so I decided to take pink and purple and kind of blend them together to kind of create the wing. So now here's the part where I'm just going over the pencil lines with some paint, and all of the mistakes I made, and just kind of covering up. And now here's the part where I actually had no clue what I was doing. And what I wanted to do was kind of create this dark blue and aqua kind of blending together, which I should have done in the starting. And I should have created the background before, of course, but I kind of forgot, and I just wanted to make the background a bit more cooler, I guess. And so then I ended up just not knowing what I was doing, and then I ended up just painting dots with the blue paint because the blending thing wasn't working. And then yeah, that's where I just kind of stopped and forced myself to stop. And then for the top of the pot, the rim, I didn't really want to paint it blue because I thought that would be like too much blue. So I decided to just write a quote, "Shine like the sun," which I don't exactly know why because I didn't even draw the sun on here. But I guess that's it. And yeah. I don't even exactly know why I bothered to write the handwriting in pencil first, because I never even follow the template or anything, and I just kind of write it in my own way with the paint. So honestly, it was just 5 minutes of my painting time wasted. But that's me for you guys right there. And so guys, number 1 pot is done. I really enjoyed this one, and I didn't really make that that many mistakes, and it didn't really take that much of my time either, and it was super fun, and I hope you guys liked this pot. And now let's move on to our next pot. So pot number 2, I decided to paint one of my favorite characters from my favorite movie / book series. And so if you guys know me well, then you probably know it is from Harry Potter. And if you guys know me better than that, then you probably know this character is going to be Luna Lovegood. For those who don't know Harry Potter, Luna Lovegood is a character, and she's kind of a, she's in the House Ravenclaw, and she is very creative, and she's really wise, and she's kind of a dreamy kind of girl, and she kind of looks at everything in a different way, and she is so kind, and she's just pure and amazing, and she's really unique, and she got bullied by a lot of people because of her uniqueness, but I still love her. She's amazing. And anyway, for this painting, I have already drawn out my design, and I painted her face, her skin tone. For her hair, many of you know in the movie it's kind of a plain TM blonde, but actually in the books it's supposed to be a dirty blonde, and so I decided to make it a dirty blonde. But then I realized not many people are going to realize she's going to be Luna, and so I did lighten up later. It's kind of just a yellow now. Moving on to her signature glasses, and I love those. They are so cute, so stylish, and so basically they're like these pink rimmed glasses, and one side is blue and the other is red, and basically you can kind of just see that things that other people can't, and they're just so cool, and I love them, and I would really like to own a pair. So now I outlined everything. The outline kind of wiggled, like it was wiggly a lot because I did it with a paintbrush, but I think it turned out pretty good, and you can't really notice that much on camera. And then the background and the rim, I decided to paint a darker, like a very dark blue, just because that's the that's the color of Ravenclaw, and it just went well with the design and everything. And yeah. I guess now we're painting quotes on each and every one of the pots. But for this pot, I decided to paint a quote that Luna says in the books and the movies, and it's, "You're just as sane as I am," and I think that's one of her most famous quotes, and it's short, so I could actually fit it onto the pot. And yeah. So here is the finished flower pot. I definitely love this. I added a few white dots to kind of look like stars as in the background, and this had a few challenges, and as you can see, the outline is definitely very messy, but I definitely love this, and it was a really enjoying process painting my favorite character. So moving on to pot number 3. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I guess I'm putting out some paint on my palette, but my design for this pot is going to be a simple checkerboard. They're really pretty, just black and white, super simple, super great to look at. But of course it can't just be left at that. There needs to be some color. And so there's rainbow drips dripping down from the rim, I guess. I don't even know. So now fast forward to the finished checkerboard. We are moving on to the rainbow drips, and we're starting with the red, of course, first. I should have removed the pencil lines because believe me, I had to do 1 million quotes, not quotes, 1 million coats for that red just so that pencil line could not be seen. And now moving on to the orange. I actually blended this first, which I definitely shouldn't have. And I should have definitely left the blending to the last part because it would be easier and much more less time consuming. But yeah, I guess you learn from your mistakes. So almost at the end of painting the colors, and I had to fit that purple in a really last space. But now here we are, done the blending. I think this pot definitely turned out to be my favorite just because it looks so simple, but it is so pretty. And I just loved the whole paint.